Certainly for NFL, the challenges are unique, as I say, because they really do come in and they focus on every piece of our delivery. Some of our event owners bring teams here and leave a lot of the management of the stadium to the stadium staff, whereas I think event owners such as NFL and UEFA, they want to understand exactly what we're doing at every stage. Hi, I'm Andy Carter. I'm Senior Tournaments Manager at the Football Association. So my responsibilities is the operational delivery of the Men's Euro in 2021 and the Women's Euro in 2022. I mean, the availability of Wembley is challenging. We've got contracted events that run year on year, and we also have a full suite of concerts that take over a lot of our summer windows. So it was tough, but I think everyone recognises that Euros was a really important event to us and a really important event to the stadium. And yeah, it carries some weight internally, and we managed to shuffle some pre-arranged concerts out of the way, and we've managed to schedule the 7 games that we were already penciled to have, so which is fantastic. Moving the women's back was also a huge challenge for us. The difference there is we're doing that with 10 different stadiums. So Wembley is one of those, but we're also dealing with other huge venues such as Old Trafford and Brighton, Southampton, Premier League venues, as well as some sort of smaller championship venues as well. So each of those have got their own complexities, whether it's pitch renovations or whether that's their own concerts and their own summer programme of events. So yeah, it was huge, and also the support from the government as well, because they've also got commitments in 2022 around Commonwealth Games and trying to avoid those clashes. So yeah, I mean, the women's was probably almost more challenging than the men's, to be honest, for us. Its size is obviously a massive asset to Wembley, but I think also its location within London, within a sort of global city that's loved and well respected and well known by broadcasters and fans, and is easily accessible to people as well. But I think also internally we've got a fantastic delivery team here at Wembley that are used to doing different events. They don't just do a run of Tottenham games. They do a run of Tottenham games when they were in tenancy here, but they also do concerts, NFL games, FA and England matches as well. So we're well versed at being multi-use and being very flexible in our approach. And I think UEFA recognise that they bring a different event to the stadium, and that the stadium flexes and manages and delivers for them each time. Key ingredients in a successful bid is people have got to want it. So all of those stakeholders involved. So whether that's us as the host association, as the Football Association, obviously that's key, but does it fit with the stadium? Do the stadium get behind it? But also people, stakeholders such as the Greater London Authority, so the Mayor's Office in London. There's requirements on the city and of those people and their stakeholders as well. So people like TfL and those delivery partners that go into putting on an event, as well as central government as well. So there's got to be an appetite from all of those partners to want to come together in order to deliver the events. All of the events have their own unique challenges. Some of them are huge organisations, some of them come with a relatively small organising staff behind them, and they each bring their own challenges, but everyone is viewed as a major event here. Whenever we have people into the stadium, they're always viewed as major events, and they're all run to the same level. Do some of them bring more fun and more challenges? Certainly. I think from my personal experiences, NFL is something that takes over this stadium. It's one of the few events that really come in and look at every single facet of what we do in the stadium, from the team delivery to the experience of the spectators as well. So they don't leave that to chance. They don't just leave that to Wembley to deliver. They want to have an input into it, and they want to have an opinion on how that's done to the very best standard, which is fantastic, but it also can stretch and be quite time consuming and challenging to the stadium. But yeah, they're great events, and when you see 90,000 people in here going crazy for those events, it's a rewarding place to be. Certainly for NFL, the challenges are unique, as I say, because they really do come in and they focus on every piece of our delivery. Some of our event owners bring teams here and leave a lot of the management of the stadium to the stadium staff, whereas I think event owners such as NFL and UEFA, they want to understand exactly what we're doing at every stage, because they feel that they've sold all their tickets and they have a right to deliver and a demand to deliver for their ticket purchasers, really. Just try and get out there and work as many events, and also when you're working events is observe what's going on around you. So within the event management area, we're fortunate that we're not specialists particularly in any particular area. You get a basic understanding of media, of broadcast, of hospitality, of safety and security, of transport. And I think my recommendation for people that want to be in this industry is to start to get that little bit of understanding, because whether you become a specialist or whether you become a generalist, I think having that understanding of how important every single facet is really, really important. And the only way you can get that sometimes is by being on the ground, working events and getting your hands dirty, really. So I would suggest people get out there, volunteer, put yourself forwards and start to immerse yourself in major events, and you'll see a lot of what goes on, and it's not always just the glamorous things that people see on TV.